Okay. So as far as
at school where I can just kind of zone out and do my own thing.
what does your family think about this? Do they think this is some like kind of hopeless dream, or like super supportive, or?
I'd say like give and take. Like my mom is always been like really supportive of it. Like she'll repost all my shit on Facebook or like comment little things. Like one time I put on Facebook, I was like, because I have a lot of people who come up and they're like, yeah, Blake, I really love your shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then like if you're a fan, like retweet me. Don't tell me you're a fan and then not show anyone. Like I was like, don't be a bystander. My mom commented, she's like, I'm never gonna be a bystander. Like LOL, biggest fan over here. I'm like, shit, that your mom, you're killing my image. But no, so she's like the biggest supporter. My dad is definitely the one who's always keeping me in check. And it's kind of like a joke. Like I'll like go up to him and be like, Dad, 150,000 on Unfold. Like, what are your thoughts? And he's just like, yeah, okay, let's see some money. And like we kind of like talk shit about it, but like I know like he supports me too. Like they both at the end of the day just really want to see me like happy and shit. And they always say like, you know, they really hope I will make it someday, but they don't want to see me like lose my head. Because I know too many people who like give up everything and they haven't like they have no reason to yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then my brother, who's like kind of my manager now too, as the stuff's becoming more legit, has been like supporting me from like day one. Like listens to me on the regular and shit, and like creeps me out. But no, he's wicked funny and supportive.
He's your younger brother or your older brother?
We're twins actually. We're fraternal twins though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just don't look a thing alike. And but he's been like, it's like when I started rapping, him, me, and another friend of ours, where we listened to Chris Webby, and yeah, I know exactly. And he was big into freestyling, and we were just like, yeah, we could freestyle. Like, how hard is that? And so like we all started kind of like rapping together, and then eventually I was just like, I think I want to try this seriously, and like put out a couple songs, and it was well received, and kind of grew from there. But yeah, he was right there at the beginning.
Like, it sounds like this year could be a really big year for you if you're putting out some new music.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any like goals or anything you'd like to share?
I guess like the first goal, like the closest one I have coming up, is to get 1,000 followers on SoundCloud. I think that's just been like I think that just like looking on SoundCloud, like I personally, like I don't really take an artist too seriously unless they have 1,000 people fans on SoundCloud. Because like I think if you have 1,000 followers, like SoundCloud, as you're saying, is like for legit music lovers.
Yes.
Like you're following someone on SoundCloud, it's not like a Facebook or a Twitter where like I'm gonna post all the time. Like I haven't posted a song on SoundCloud in 2 months, but I'm still very active on SoundCloud. So I think if you have 1,000 genuine followers on SoundCloud, people who are like, I want to know when this kid posts a song.
Yes.
I think that's something, you know, worth writing home about. Like that's legit. So it's really, this summer is just all about building a fan base. And I mean, now that I'm not going to be in classes and stuff this summer, I'm going to be able to really get in a rhythm of, okay, I'm making beats, recording, I'm always working on something. And this summer I have a couple songs coming out with friends who like, one of my friends is kind of like this like indie like singer-songwriter, and he's from a couple towns over, but he had put something out on iTunes, and so I've been like kind of working on a song with him like production wise, and I'm going to write a verse for that. And so like I've got a bunch of things in the works. The immediate goal is just to build a fan base as solid as I can, put out a music video this summer. That's the game plan too. But again, this is all like premature, but the real goal is just grow the fan base in any way I can. And it's been steady growth now, but I think it's just, I'm going to see it kind of really take off as I start putting out music and really vamping it up.
Yeah, like you said, you haven't put out a record in 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if you put out like a few more songs, you'll see that rise pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been like funny because I've been getting all these like plays and stuff, and it's not like have you heard of Russ before? Like Russ? Yeah. Oh, Russ is this guy on SoundCloud. Definitely worth a listen. He's more rap, but like Russ puts out a song every like 8 or 9 days, and like he's been growing big time. And like for him that works. For me, like I like to really take my time when I put a song out. Like I'm a perfectionist. So, like I'm not just gonna like hit record one take and be like, this is fucking good. I'm like gonna make sure it's my best, And so you know, that takes a little more time, especially like again, like being at school. Like it's not like I can just whip out songs all the time, because for me, like I come up with my best work when I'm like stress free. So like if I'm gonna be designating 2 hours to just writing lyrics, in the back of my mind, I'm like, these are 2 hours I should be working on the project that's due in 24 hours. Like, so it's like tough. So the summer is definitely like the peak of creativity. And you know, and as like next year winds to a close, like more songs are gonna be coming out. But like, I don't want people to think I haven't been working. Like I'm always writing and shit. I'm always making beats whenever I can. It's just to sit down, record, and like really make sure that everything is exactly where it needs to be at the right levels and the right timing. It just takes time, and like it's tough to find that sometimes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So as far as like finding producers to work with on SoundCloud, is it more just like you listen to their beats, or are you going to be like collaborating them in the future where they're making like a beat like specifically to work with you?
So
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. So like so far, like I haven't reached out to too many producers. I've had people reach out for me and be like, yo, can you send me beats and shit? And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But like, for me, like, I don't know. It's tough because, like, as a producer, like, if someone were to come up to me and be like, yo, make me a beat, like okay, like maybe 1 out of every 10 beats is good, like worth rapping to, because like making a beat is kind of like kind of mindless. It's not as personal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so like for me to like, if I were to reach out to a producer and be like, yo, make me a beat, like I don't know what I'm gonna get. I've had a couple producers send me stuff before, and like it's just tough because like if the producer is sending me the beat and I don't like it, like I feel bad. Like I can't help it and be like, yeah, I don't know, it's a good beat, don't get me wrong, but it's not my style, not like the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough because like I said, like as a producer, I like to always put my little touch on it, and like, and it's a bit cool because like if I want a faster beat, like I just make a faster beat. So I don't know. There's like, I was browsing SoundCloud the other day, and there's a couple producers I pinpointed. And I'm like, definitely want to reach out to them. But for me, it's got to be like a collaborative thing. Like I don't want it to be like I'm gonna spend a shit ton of money for a beat that you're giving out to everyone.
Right.
You know, I want it to be like a personal, like you fuck with me, I fuck with you. Let's come together and let's do something.
Yeah.
So in the future, definitely though, I'm gonna be reaching out to some people.
All right. Awesome. That sounds good. Also, musical influences. Where do you find that you find your musical influences from?
Dude, a majority is from music outside of hip hop. Like I don't listen to that much rap. I mean, like I listen to like Drake if Drake drops a new album, or like, you know, some of the big names. But I listen to a bunch of like indie artists, like big into like singer-songwriter. So I think like one of my big things is like a melody. Like I love a good melody above anything else, and like lyrics that actually mean something. So like I'm always on Spotify on like my Discover playlist, like clicking through, and I have a playlist, and there's like I think almost like 150 songs, and they're like artists I've just never heard about. Like I couldn't even tell you their names, but it's just shit I like to just sit there and vibe to. So my influence is definitely anything with a melody, and anything that's like just well produced that I can just really kind of sit back, close my eyes, and just zone out for a little bit. I don't like drill rap or like hype shit. I like laid back stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what Acoustic Silk is all about. Is that type of laid back, that feel, actually kind of like California style, like Los Angeles. There's a lot of good music coming out of Los Angeles right now.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of what we're about too. So it seems like it's a good time for that type of styles to mix.
No, for sure. Like artist-wise influences are like I've been like a Mac Miller fan. Like I've loved every single thing he's put out. Like, and a lot of people like get pissed because like they fell in love with him on his like first mixtape, and then like what he's putting out now is way different. But I love the evolution of it. I like G-Eazy, like the style of like production, shit, like a wavy instrumentation. Like I really fuck with that. Like Unfold was like, I like when I heard that sound, I was like, this is like the perfect. If like G-Eazy could rap on that beat, and it would sound like a good song too. Like it just fits. And I was like, I just love that. Like when the bass kicks in and stuff, and anything that sounds good through like a good pair of speakers or headphones is like shit. I that's the sound I'm aiming for, really. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So G-Eazy, Mac Miller, those are your two favorites right now, and a little Drake.
If I had to say like Mac Miller's all-time favorite.
Okay.
But I have a tough time saying that because I've had a lot of people are like, oh yeah, like you sound like Mac Miller, and I'm just like, yeah, cool, like that's dope. But like, at what point, like, how big do I got to be where people are like, yo, this dude sounds like Blake? Like that'd be fucking dope.
Yeah.
But no, Mac Miller, G-Eazy. But like, I'm also like I said, like I'm listening to a lot of like more production style, like Odessa is like a group that just puts out a lot of like kind of these wavy instrumentation too. Like they can, sometimes they don't. This guy named like Bonobo or Bonobo, I'm probably butchering it. So like I just listen to such a wide range of shit. But as far as rappers, like yeah, Drake is a classic. Mac Miller, G-Eazy, Childish Gambino, Lana Del Rey. Listen to a lot of her.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just kind of like all over the place. It's tough to like pinpoint one artist, but Mac Miller, I guess, would be like the top dog for sure, for me at least.
Awesome. Is there anybody you would really want to collaborate with in the future, or like on SoundCloud now?
Yeah, there's definitely a couple. There's like rapper wise, there's a couple people from like kind of like my hometown area. Like there's other kids who rap and stuff. We're like kind of at the same level I am as far as like where we're at, like growing a fan base and doing all that. I'm friends with like really good friends with like one of the producers who like works with them. I'm probably gonna be working with them in the future just because like it just makes sense. But there's a guy on SoundCloud named Jeremy Zucker who is like a really good kind of like indie, like I would say indie singer-songwriter, like does a lot of production and stuff, who I think is really talented, and he's been blowing up. And then there's a guy named like I think it's like Quinn XC. There's like a bunch of Roman numerals after, but again, like these are people who are like kind of like a singer-songwriter, but like different than anything you've ever heard before. They like don't sound like one artist, and those are people like I really respect, who just put out quality music time in and time out. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because I literally listen to hundreds of songs a day for my, I mean not a day, like a week for my channel. I mean I would love to do this full time, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, a week, and I have no idea who you're talking about.
check those guys out. Like I think especially like with your channel and stuff, like there's a couple songs by like both of those guys, and they even do a couple songs together that I think are just like really good, different, unlike anything you've heard. Like they're definitely, it's just cool. I like it. I like when people come out with stuff that's just unlike anything you've heard.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't put them in a category, and that's what, like I think is dope.
Exactly, and that's really why I even started Acoustic Silk in the first place, is because I listened to SoundCloud for about 3 years before I started it, and I had never heard this type of music before. Like it's not on the radio, it's not really anywhere but SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And I just became passionate about it.
That's great.
Yeah, and I was listening to it, and I was already sending people the music to like listen to and like check out, like check out this new artist I found.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, let me just go ahead and make a YouTube channel about it, because I'm sure that's how it happened for everybody else too who does a YouTube channel.
Well, it's a better way to organize it and keep it all together.
Yeah, you can just go right on there and see my selections.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that's about everything I have for today.
Awesome.
I'd love to get you back on here whenever you release your new records in the summertime. Yeah. So that'll be a couple months from now.
Yeah, yeah.
We could talk about that more and some of the stuff you have coming up after that.
For sure. I'd love to be on here. Thanks for having me, dude. I hope I answered all your questions and everything. I know I probably rambled on at some points, but
no, it's perfect. As much information as possible.
All right.
So
awesome.
Thank you very much for coming on, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Cool, no problem, man. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
Later.